Hey guys, hope you're going well. Stephen here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about content planning for businesses. Now, this is a plan of how you're going to create your own content for blogs, social media, and emails. Now, when it comes to starting to share quality content to your networks, your current customers who you want to refer you, and just trying to get your name and brand out there and get yourself out of obscurity, a lot of people struggle with planning what to do next. It seems overwhelming. There's so many questions, and usually it leads to being put in the too hard basket. Now, there are a few things you can do if it just is too hard. One is you can hire a company to help you do it, and that usually works for a lot of people. You can buy pre-made content. You know, we've got a brand in that industry called Share This Video in insurance and finance that works really well. But if your heart is set on creating your own brand and content, there's nothing wrong with that. But you do have to have a plan. If you don't have a structure, you'll just never do it, and it'll either be done. You'll either create the content and it'll never get distributed properly, or vice versa. You'll just get stuck on content creation. Many people get stuck in perfectionism. It's so easy to get lost in it. I've done it myself, and so have many other business owners. So what I wanted to share with you is just some very simple stuff around content planning. This is not complex. It's not been designed up. It's purely some value for my network. So what I want you to think about is, what I always recommend is two things: consistency and value. There's no point in putting out one video today, and then one video in 3.5 weeks, and then one in 4 months, and then just putting it out to, say, LinkedIn. You know, it's inconsistent. If you want to be doing it, like for me personally, I try and do 3 videos a week of some sort out onto LinkedIn and to Facebook. We also send them out via newsletters, and we also put one blog post up every 2 weeks. So we know what we're doing. We've got consistency built into our plan. Secondly, one of the biggest things I recommend is not only do you have to create valuable content that your market desires, but secondly, you've got to make sure you're doing it in a format that fits you as a human being. And when I say that, like, I can write, but I'm not a great writer. So me writing a 1,000-word article doesn't usually work out very well, and it's not something that I'm driven to do. But I love video content. That's my thing. I also love podcasting. So those are my 2 things. I'm verbal and visual. So I've chosen those as my mediums to get out to the world. Now, other people are completely different. Maybe they don't want to be seen by a camera. They want to just do screen capture videos. Maybe they prefer just to talk to a podcast. Maybe they are considering they want to write articles. Maybe that's their thing. Whatever your thing is, do it your way. Don't get stuck on what people are telling you to do, because you just won't do it. There are always ways around it. If you want to write an article, a big article, you can hire a company to turn it into an explainer video. If you want to, if you like video, maybe it's face to camera. Get a selfie stick and go for gold. Don't worry about it being perfect. There are so many companies out there telling you not to release stuff unless it's picture perfect or it'll hurt your brand. And I call BS on that. Unless your brand is so big that it has remarkably strict brand guidelines, remarkable levels of complexity, it doesn't matter. Being seen and getting out of obscurity is more important. I borrowed that from a friend in Facebook advertising, Scott Wilson, who uses it a lot because it's true. You know, you're better to be seen and be front of mind than you are to keep holding off on releasing content because you're worried. So let's dig into this content planner. I just want to run through it quickly. It's not brain surgery. Again, it's simple. And that's what's going to make you do it. So the first thing is pick your format. What are you comfortable with? Is it audio and video? Is it just screen capture video? You can turn this off so you can't be seen if that's what you want to do. Is it audio through a podcast? My podcast just hit 31,000 downloads. You know, they work. Podcasting is huge and only growing. Do you want to write an article that Google loves? What do you want to do? What's your format? Pick it, own it, learn it. Secondly, quantity. what do you want to set as a structure? And I say this because, like, I'm a fan of certain structure, but not too much. So for me, a podcast is usually about 10 minutes. Now, I'm not going to pick myself up if it's 8 minutes or if it's 12 minutes, but it's about 10 minutes personally. Videos, again, are 3 minutes, but this video is going to be longer, and that's fine. I'm not going to get angry at myself if it is, because it's full of value, and I know it's full of value. If it's an article, what's your word limit? What are you aiming for? Give yourself some sort of feedback metric. You know, you get to 1,000 words, you're like, okay, that's done. Let me just see what I can cut out or improve on. Thirdly, when will you create it? Consistency happens when you set timeframes. You know, I do my podcasting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday between 9 and 11. That's it. That's when I do it. And I've got that built. It took a while to come into my brain and to stay there, but now it's just a habit. So you've got to set a time frame. If you let it keep slipping, it won't get done. Fourthly, how will it be distributed? So if I do a video, I will share it on LinkedIn and Facebook. Certain ones we'll do through a newsletter. So our team are very good at helping businesses as well as our own create video newsletters. And also for certain videos, we'll do it as a blog post. So we'll design a nice graphic, we'll get it transcribed, and we'll put it as a blog post. And there are companies that can help you do that if you want to just create the raw content. And then fifthly, what do you need help with? And this is the big question, is if I literally had a meeting with someone yesterday around this, or the other day. I'm not sure when I'm going to post this video. But, and he was saying that he should have invested in what he was doing 6 months ago. And what's happened as he's gone down this path 6 months into the future is he's kind of stuck in this zone of not always wanting to invest in it, because he's thinking, oh, I've given up 6 months because I said I'd do it, but I still haven't done it. So he's stuck in this kind of this zone of being uncertain. And he's finally making that decision to invest in it because he knows he's not passionate about that part of it. So he's happy to direct it, but he doesn't want to do it. So really think, what do you need help with? If you've selected video, do you need help getting it transcribed? Do you need help designing a blog post graphic and getting someone to load it onto WordPress? Do you need someone to help you distribute it through social media? Do you want to take it to another level with Facebook ads? What do you need? The best businesses use teams around them. They don't have to be in your company. If you've got someone there, that's brilliant. But if not, look for outside help. And if you've got any questions about this, our team can look and help you on this, or anybody else. Just get it done. Just don't sit there in obscurity thinking about this, because if you think about it, no one else sees it. So that's just a few tips on content planning. Hope that's added some value into your life and your business. And as I say, if anyone at Virtual Innovation can be of help, just shout.